The views or opinions expressed on this show are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the views or opinions of Zonse Live.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, whatever time you're tuning in. My name is Paige, as always. My co-host, Ty Frequency. How you doing, bro?
I'm nice with it. What's good, man?
Oh, what up? What up?
What's with the whole Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter, bro.
Was it intentional? I don't think it was intentional.
Nah, I'm wearing...
We've never done anything intentional. But then this is like a whole... is a whole fit, though. This is a whole, like, Black Lives Matter fit.
Yeah, man, with the
like
camera
ready,
and the army green shoes.
Ready to hit the streets.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like, the craziest, I saw, like, I think everyone saw that, though. Like, the Malawian guy who was carrying
part of the protest.
Yeah, part of the protest, and he was carrying an APM, DPP, something. I joke. I can't. Malawians can't breathe. You know.
Oh, ish. Yeah, I thought that was like
that was really dope.
That was really dope. And he was wearing the peace color, so you know.
Yeah. So you know what?
Yeah, man. It's love and peace. And peace, man. Rasta man umaziwa kunjago basi banga represent you.
Represent. But yeah, big shout out to the man for like expressing his views.
Yeah, man.
Towards his
killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So really I thought that was really tight. Really tight.
It's crazy that the protests are still going on and they're getting bigger and more places, even outside of America.
Yeah.
People are protesting, and even seen a lot of white people, you know, voicing out about racism and how some of them are ashamed to be part of the race that's
the Caucasian race.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I also saw some Africans complaining that, you know what, as much as I would like to join in the fight for the
Black Lives Matter
movement, which is mostly for the black people, Black Americans, but they feel like Black Americans and it's kind of crazy that a Black person would be racist towards another black person, that they're racist towards Africans.
Which is very true, because I kind of feel like Black Americans really don't like Black Africans. You know, they like they'll say it and they'll say stuff like the motherland and stuff like that. When it comes down to it, most Black Americans don't really like Black Africans.
You really think they what do you call it? What's the word? They think they're superior. They're better than Africans.
Yeah, most of them. I don't want to generalize, because there's really like a lot of because I like how most African Americans are like getting to the core of like where they come from, and they're really embracing their African heritage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's also a majority of like African Americans that just don't care
and don't like
Africans.
They don't think we're one people. Because I saw this video where the guy who's filming is Black American.
Yeah.
Right, and he's telling an African security officer in the shop that why are you following me around? And he's like, I'm just doing my job. And then Mandem is like, is it because I'm Black? He's like, what do you mean? I'm Black too. He's like, no, you're African. I'm Black. So it's crazy that how
and then profiling each other.
Yeah,
you're
and there's
Black.
This whole argument of where no, they don't really understand the African struggle. They feel like they don't really understand the depth of issue, colonialism. And they feel like they struggle, and they do struggle, but I feel like also people in Africa are still struggling with the same oppression from the same people that are oppressing these people. But I feel like it's sort of like, because you don't see the sort of oppressors every day, I feel like it's kind of easier to think that we're not being governed or being run by a system that was set up by the same people.
I saw another crazy thing the other day about a certain African country that still pays colonial tax to France.
What?
Yeah, and I just thought that was really like crazy. That like
that's
they're still
crazy. It's crazy.
An African country that's like paying tax.
I've been learning a lot of things as well about Africa as well. Like
especially through this time.
This time, people are just bringing
like
up
Black
old
history
videos
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just the fact that a bunch of people have been talking about being oppressed by, the police and like the white man, and you'd think that things like this would get easier by the day or they would get better by the years, but it looks like it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, man.
Which is very, very sad to see. So big shout out to everyone taking part in the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, man. All lives matter, man.
At the end of the day,
it's really hectic to see to hear the stories and watch. How black people are treated. Some black people are treated. Most black people are treated. And shout out to everyone who's like taking it to the street and like voicing out their struggles and just contributing to the fight, contributing money towards the issue, the BLM movement, and Kanye West as well, and so many other people are like have like donated or put in place arrangements for like George Floyd's daughter to put them through school. So everyone who's like playing in part, it doesn't matter how small or big the contribution is. I feel like we're one nation, under the sun, and I feel like everyone's struggles affect everyone. So even those people, it doesn't matter whether you toss in a Virgil. I guess that's like, hey, man's been getting.
He's been getting smoked. He's been getting smoked. For those who don't know what happened,
what a Virgil is. The Virgil is $50.
A Virgil is $50. So basically, Virgil donated $50 to the Black Lives Matter movement, and he got a lot of smoke on the internet. About donating such a when you can't even buy like an off-white pair of socks for like $50.
You can't. And that's crazy. And that's crazy.
So, but he came out and explained why he did it. Apparently, he was just supporting people. He was just encouraging people to donate whatever amount that you want to donate. So I'm still waiting for him to donate the 200,000 that he kept on the side.
You think he hasn't already, and maybe he just
but he also talked about how he's been supporting causes through his fashion and stuff like that, and he kind of dropped names of the movements that he supported over the years. So I do understand him. I feel like these things happen, but we still gotta keep it true. At the end of the day, we gotta keep it true, Virgil.
Boss. Anyway, also that just brought out like so much dirt that people have had on him. People came out saying he jacked my design. I showed him my design and he just took it. And,
my heart was breaking every time I saw like.
And that was crazy. Hey,
dog, it was
dog,
it was killing me, bro. Cause like I saw about like 4 or 5 stories where niggas were like,
and you were like,
I was like, this nigga, that kind of looks alike, And then there was someone else who came through and then also talked about other big designers and how like small designers will go up to them and will show them some designs and then they'll be like, what do you think about their designs? And then like 2 seasons later you find that your clothes are on a runway. So I kind of feel like that's taking advantage of each other,
but could be inspiration, like
but there's a thin line between being inspired and copy and pasting.
But sometimes I think it's being inspired. It's things that inspire you, that you see something
but you don't necessarily have to just make the exact same thing.
At some point it will inspire you to create something. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It happens all the time.
We've
seen people use someone's design, like a whole. People take a whole photo, your photo, and make it their artwork, man. Like, it's crazy.
Easy.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, man. So that's sad about that.
But it still goes down to like opinions and how everyone has a certain opinion on different matters, and I feel like we'll forever argue over certain issues because opinions, man. Speaking of opinions, I saw a tweet I think today in the morning. Tay Green was talking about how the president is entitled to his opinion. This was over the judiciary the judiciary issue.
Yeah.
And that brings up the conversation about the youngest MP in Malawi also having an opinion. I don't know whether to call it an opinion or a comment, but anyway, she had a lot of things to say about politics in Malawi and how other tribes should be supporting other tribes, and she was talking about how she was literally threatening chiefs not to allow the opposition parties to
come to their villages. And it's crazy, man. Like, there's been so much violence going on during this campaign period where certain parties can go do a rally in a certain area because people from that area belong to a certain party, and that's just crazy because people at the end of the day, they have to hear everyone and they have to make the decision. You know, so I found it very reckless what Finest did. I think she's just living out her name or some, but that was crazy, man. Like, it was for someone who's so young. And I feel like this year not so much, this campaign period not so much, but I feel like last year there was a lot of talk of young people being involved in politics and development, and she was like one of the very few faces, and she's like a proper role model. So to come out and talk like that for someone who's so young and
very reckless, just very reckless. I was very angry when I saw the video because I feel like as young people we've worked so hard to be perceived a certain way to the society, and things like this take us 2 steps backwards, because there's no way you can come up and start talking about tribes now, and even as a country, I feel like we're slowly moving towards that as a barrier, you know, using that as an excuse for certain things, or using that as an excuse to feel like superior to another
tribe. Yeah, like tribalism is a serious thing, man. It's torn up countries, man.
It is.
Countries where people they'll kill you for just belonging to a certain tribe. So I don't take it lightly. I don't think we should take it lightly that just because Malawians are very friendly people, but it's small things like that from people that you actually look up to that will actually move people to like make some dumb decisions and do some terrible things. You know,
for me, I feel like as politicians, the time that you get to see their true colors is during the campaign period. You know, as much as Don't you think there's a lot of things going on in the background that we don't actually see during the campaign period? Oh, definitely.
Do you really think that was her opinion? That's really something that she stands for, or is it something that they're running? Because she's not the first one who's done it, because Atupede was also sending similar messages. And do you think that's a message that's coming from like the whole movement, or is it her actually believing what she said?
I think as a politician, that's where politics, that's where Ndari comes from. What's this one? Kuchela and Ndari. I feel like that is African politics are like that.
Yeah,
it's about, you know, churching the next guy and you being on top of that person.
Yeah,
because that's at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to win against whoever you're competing against. So I feel like
and there's a lot on the line. There's a lot of investment.
I feel like she wasn't told to say that. I feel like that was really her campaigning. That was what she thought she should say to the audience. But otherwise, I don't think the party would literally encourage her to go out and say stuff like that. I mean, these things happen all the time. You'd be so surprised that this is probably not during this campaign season. You'll be surprised that a couple of people have said stuff like this from the opposition as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know? For sure.
And this just happened to come out, but I feel like it's up to the politician to really make up their mind and say some things that are.
I think it should really, leadership should really. I feel like people get into leadership for the wrong reasons. Because if you're really trying to like change people's lives, then you're not going to lead them into destruction. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And for me, that's just okay. That's who you are. we've seen your true colors, so we know better. And I feel like, yeah, man, it's one of those topics that we don't really like to get into, even like in our daily lives. We don't really like to talk about politics, but it's leadership, and these things actually affect our day-to-day lives. So these are things that we need to talk about and express ourselves, just like these people are expressing themselves. Yeah, and I feel like when you spoke about Tigrin as well, he posted that he's going to the studio. Crazy story. He's going to the studio to make some fire hits with Dan Lu, and then his fans are like, "Yo, man, I really love your music, and I'm really hoping the fire hits are not, political songs. I really hope you're just making music," which is crazy. I feel like musicians in Malawi always, like, not just musicians, like in Malawi we pull it. Antamena maipula kwambili ama ambili imakhala kuti indale basi. That's where you end up. So personally, I think it's better to have to be as neutral as possible, because if you have not telling him but any other artist, I feel like if you have, say, a group of fans that belong to a certain party, and then when you put out your music and it's talking against what they believe in, it's sort of like it's messed up. I feel like it's messed up. People don't know how to feel, because I really want to hear your music, but I think I'm not gonna. Why am I listening to political songs? At this point, honestly, I'm just. I feel like I'm done with those niggas. It's cool
in terms of music. I feel like they made their decision and they're sticking to it, and it's working for them. Maybe other people like it, other people don't like it. I'm part of a group of people that really don't like it. I feel like it's because it's gone past the music.
The craziest part is listening to the songs, the records that Patience Namadingo has been doing with other artists. The mashups. The one he did with Lucius Banda. And then Patience started playing the song. The one Lucius Banda made the time he was affiliated with the
Yellow Party.
The Yellow Party. And now he didn't. I just didn't like. He didn't even sing that song long enough. The first chance he got to change the song, he changed it, and that's the crazy part, because now that song is attached to your name. As much as you don't believe, you don't see eye to eye with those people, that is still always going to be the message that you put out. So it's tricky. But anyway, so when Tay went to the studio, he posted a photo. This is unrelated though. He posted a photo of himself, and he was wearing this really nice top. I think it's a really nice top.
Obviously.
Anyway.
Did you see his blue item though?
Yeah. I did. It's crazy. It's crazy. I like how stuff like that. He's always he finds it funny and he just laughs it off. It's a
script now. Now I've noticed that it's like a script that he does. It's
he knows how to react.
He knows how to react. He knows that he's gonna laugh about it. He's gonna laugh with you about it. It's like Muntazama Gubaira.
Yeah, but
I feel like the best way to go around
is to laugh with him.
It's just to laugh with him, man. Make jokes about yourself.
Anyway, so this yellow top that he was wearing, it's orange.
Yeah, I think it was orange.
I think it's yellow, but anyway, I could be colorblind.
Definitely.
You know your colors, but we'll look at the photo and you'll see. Anyway, so it's the same top that he wore in apparently in video Cash Madam. So my guy do boss. Hectic, I say.
Bro, I feel like when you're on the limelight, it's so easy for people to pinpoint certain things. And, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I just thought to take advantage of this moment that please do forgive me if you see me wearing the same clothes
twice on
this show. Come on, guys. Can't keep up.
Tiring, it's tiring. Sometimes you forget.
Allow, guys.
Sometimes you forget.
Sometimes just allow. Yeah, sometimes it's just allow. Yeah. But check it out. Shout out to all the designers that are designer friends that are supporting by sending merch, and shout out to Astro Ocean for hooking up with the gear. There's more coming.
He's got a collaboration with man like Chris
Bass. Yes, yeah. So do check him out. Do cop one of these. They're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool.
And stay warm.
Are we done with politics?
I think so.
I was gonna talk about the president's State of Nation address because it had but anyway, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, man. Let's get into more
entertainment friendly news.
Entertainment friendly. Yeah, more interesting stuff.
Gwamba is sponsoring a couple of music videos every month.
Yeah. Is it 7 a month or is it 7 throughout the whole period?
I don't know. It sounded like 7 videos.
Okay. So now until December. Okay.
A video a month.
A video a month from now until December.
Directed by
Obino, which is really exciting. I think it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it is. I really hope it gives an opportunity for artists who are on the come up. Yeah. To because the video is very, very important, especially your first video, and I really hope this.
You're saying first videos?
No. This is just me saying that.
Those that haven't done a video
exactly.
before.
I really like it I really like people who haven't done videos before, to at least, because I know there's a bunch of kids out there that are making brilliant music and their vision and their direction for music videos is on point, but they just don't have the necessary means to get a dope video shot. So I really hope this gives an opportunity for the youngins to
yeah, man, to jump on that. And big up to him. Big up to him for that one.
Big up to him for that.
I think we really need OGs to step up and put these upcoming kids on with because we don't have any labels here that can actually support talent, that can discover talent. So to see someone who went through the whole process of being an urban or a rap artist in Malawi and knowing the struggle and rising up to a place where you have influence and a certain power to actually support and inspire, I think that's really dope.
That's very, very dope.
I commend it.
Yeah, speaking of platforms, promoting the arts in the country, Zaluso Arts is running a COVID-19
campaign.
Content creation campaign. Yeah. So basically, Zaluso Arts is running this campaign
in collaboration with Osisa. It's called Express.
Yeah.
So pretty much artists, it's a call out to all artists and even non-creatives to nominate the artists that you know, the artists that you believe in, the artists that you think have what it takes to
come up with some
really, really dope content. So please do follow Zaluso Arts on Twitter and Instagram as well as Facebook.
Yeah.
So check out the post and do nominate yourself or your friends that you know that have the talent. So this is whether you rap, whether you paint, whether you draw, whether you're a poet, whether you're a YouTuber. For everyone. So
and it's a 3-month campaign.
Yeah.
So it's gonna run from this month till August.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pick 4 artists every month to create content
for that month. Yeah.
And I think it's a brilliant opportunity for because there's I've noticed that a lot of people don't really apply for artist call-outs, especially these campaigns, because there's been a bunch of campaigns that have been coming out, and usually people are asked to apply, and most creatives don't really have that time to apply for things like that. Sometimes it's procrastination, sometimes it's you being busy, sometimes you just don't have the necessary resources to apply or the requirements to apply. But this is very, very simple. I feel like Zaluso Arts have simplified it. It's open to Malawians, and all you gotta do is just nominate someone, and
when Zaluso does DM you, please do reply.
Oh, definitely.
And,
and it's a funded project as well, so don't think that you're
that's the best part. That's the best part.
For free.
You're getting paid.
You're getting paid to do it. And I think it's an amazing initiative.
Yeah, man. Nominate something radio. I'll nominate something radio. Man.
Make sure.
I feel like every creative should jump on it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Express yourself.
Yeah. The link is out there. Just check out Zaluso Arts on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. We'll also share it on our platform.
Yeah.
So
Twitter.
Do follow us. If you do already, just check out our issue, and we'll make sure that we've posted so that you can also add this link so that you can follow it and nominate whoever you have to.
Before we move on, I just want to give 2 shout outs. I feel like I'm gonna forget if I don't give these 2 shout outs. The first shout out is going to man like Tuape.
Yeah, man.
For no reasons, absolutely no reasons. I'm just giving you a shout out because I appreciate you.
Do check out Tuape's podcast.
Make sure you check out Tuape's podcast. Called Tuape's podcast.
Tuape's podcast.
That's what it's called. Tuape's podcast.
Yeah.
And like, it's an amazing podcast.
Yeah, it's really dope.
Talking about different things. And if you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. Second shout out, shout out to my man Ndawalungu. What was his birthday the other day?
Yeah.
And I think it was on Friday or Saturday or something. And yeah, I just wanted to give him a shout out. I haven't seen him in a long time, and one of our producers is his brother as well. So yeah, big shout out to man like Ndawalungu. We can move on.
Okay.
Do you want to give a shout?
A shout out to my mama. Shout out to James as always. You already know. I was gonna do it at the end, but I guess I have to do it now. Shout out to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking about young people and making an impact and getting involved in development. Precious Namadingo has pledged to construct a bridge in Chidiba. Apparently, this bridge has been broken for a long time, and someone posted it and was complaining, and then someone came and commented, tagged Precious Namadingo's page and said, Kugana Kaudi kwa Precious Namadingo, he would have fixed it. So it's like, you know what, if people believe in me that much, then, you know, I'll make it. I'll do it. And I think that's very commendable.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't have the money and at the moment, but he's first thing you need is to make the decision that I'm going to do it. Yep. And he'll be traveling there sometime this month. Yeah. To check out the place and see what is going to be required and all of that. And everyone who can support, I'm pretty sure is going to roll out the plan. Everyone, however we can support, please do support, and wherever we can also make the changes, because at the end of the day, we can't always wait for the government to do everything for ourselves. True. And we see this with so many other countries where people with influence, whether footballers or whoever, have the resources and the influence to like talk to investors, to like, or people that have the coins to like put them together and like run a project like that. So yeah, I feel like it's about time that Malawian celebrities actually contributed like that, you know, using their influence and using their resources, connects and contacts to like make change and like contribute to development of our society. So big up to man like Patience.
Big up to man like Patience for that. Yeah. And speaking of giving back as well, Conca is also hammering a campaign called Warm Winter.
Hazy Angola and the Conca brand.
Basically Hazy Angola and the Conca brand have collaborated with DAP Malawi and Samaritan Trust. So basically they want to give out warm clothing to 1,000 people around Blantyre and outside. So basically he's selling the welcome to the store.
His EP.
His EP.
Welcome to the shop.
And he says 50% of the proceeds from welcome to the shop will go into the Warm Winter program. And the EP is going for 2,000 kwacha on Mikosi Network. And streaming platforms. But
for those that can afford
you can afford it, but you've got the clothes to give up. Just visit Conca store,
and you can trade your old clothes for the EP.
For the EP.
Yeah, so the EP hasn't dropped yet.
I think it's a dope initiative. I think it's really, really important to think about less fortunate people, especially during winter. There's a lot of underprivileged kids roaming around town, and during this hard, most street kids die during this cold season.
Homeless people.
Yeah, a lot of homeless people die during this cold season. So yeah, I remember a couple of years ago I was passing by Blantyre Market, and there was like a crowd of people around there, and the kid had died. He sleeps under the bridge, but it was so cold that he froze to death. You know, so I think it's very, very important to think about other people more than ourselves sometimes. You know, it's very easy to be selfish, but it's also very easy to be helpful. you know. So yeah, big shout out to Man Like Conker and the team. For
Shout out to Man Like Conker.
big shout out to Man Like Conker.
Shout out
and
to
the
Man
Hazy
Like
team.
Conker and the hazy brand.
And the Hazy brand.
Yeah, man. I think that's really
yeah,
dope.
moving on to new music. My boy Cynic dropped a 2-pack Shaku.
No, it's not a
It dropped a 2-pack. A birthday
It's a birthday gift. It was his
pretty
birthday,
much.
so he dropped 2 tracks. One of them is called 96, and the other one is Till Forever. Yeah, so really dope rap
Some
tunes.
really nice rap tunes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
do
man.
check
And
it out.
yeah, big shout out to him. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He was those boys. Hectic. Those boys are hectic.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure they had a brilliant weekend.
Yeah, man. I saw Physics post the other day. It's like, Cody, can we start doing shows? Because they're in this Nyimbo Zoyaga model. So I feel like events are coming back as
Events are coming back. I've noticed that churches are
opening up.
opening up.
Countries are opening up.
Countries are opening up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really dope to see.
Yeah, I saw a list of like countries that are opening up their airports.
Yeah.
So a bunch of them, most of them this month and next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, like SA, people will be able to fly to SA from next month, I think 13 July.
That's dope.
If I'm not wrong. So
That's dope.
it's exciting to see the world open up.
It is.
Please, this time around, let's not beat around the bush. Let's not trip. Let's trip. You get me? We're going to the world this year. Let's trip, my G.
Let's not trip. Let's trip.
Man. Less
Aye.
tripping, more tripping. Dope.
Anyway, New Wave's got a new playlist out.
Yeah.
Make
yet
sure
to
you check it out.
Yeah.
I think James is gonna hammer, one of those.
Yeah.
So make sure you check it. I don't wanna go through it, but it had some pretty interesting songs. I love the mix of some old songs.
Like how they did with the first one as well.
Like how they did with the first one. So that's one of my favorite things to see. I'm trying to remember.
Young Fire, Old Flame, eh?
I'm trying to remember what there was classics Anaconda on the item.
Yeah.
What else did I see? There was Ngatingelo.
Yeah.
Yesaya and Theo Thompson. Big tune. So big shout out to them for
keeping the music alive, keeping the fire burning.
Keeping the fire burning.
Because music is timeless.
Music is timeless, man.
Yeah, so
music is timeless.
Definitely need platforms like these.
Yeah,
man.
man.
They do. Shout out to the organizers.
Big shout out to them.
Shout out to the team.
Big shout out to them.
What is the biggest tune out right now? What would you say is the biggest tune out in Malawi right now? No borders.
No borders. Malawi right now. Biggest tune. Are we still? Is nigga still bumping to like that Ngati Van's song? What's that?
That's not the biggest tune.
Wait, what? What's it called? Brainlock Farm. What's
Nangovala Vans.
Nangovala Vans. It was a big tune like a couple of weeks ago.
I said right now.
Right now.
What do you hear everywhere you go? What do you hear? Everywhere you go.
Patience Namadi and Go Mapulani. That's the biggest song in Malawi right now.
Wakonza. Sure.
I don't know where my head was, but I was trying to remember what. Yeah, but yeah, that's like the biggest tune.
That is a big tune, bro.
That's a huge
that
tune.
Song is knocking, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and I
think in the way I can go to. Hey, we are going. Anyway,
man.
Exciting news before we go.
Yeah.
Can't forget to talk about this. Happy Juice is doing their screening
Premier League
at Starmag, and there'll be FIFA tournament and shisha and the good vibes as usual,
the good vibrations.
Yeah, man. The Premier League is back on the 17th. Excited, not so excited. I mean, Arsenal City
They'll clap you.
Yeah.
Clap
excited to see.
But yeah, very exciting to see it come back.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure some women in certain households are complaining because now they know.
I think they're happy because they've been taking care of the kids because they're not at school. Now they have to take care of their husbands because there's no
but like
football,
men have been staying home.
Yeah. And they're tired. I said, men can be handful. I said, I say, what did you say?
Tedious.
I bet even women miss football, bro.
I bet they do, man. Maybe it was like their time to like just chill with their homies, by the yard. And they're like, hey, that man is gonna come back at 9 today, eh? Let's gossip.
Was this
yeah. But anyway, man, Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Tuape. One more
You
time.
gotta leave Tuape alone.
Yeah, man. Hey,
you gotta
man.
leave Tuape alone.
Tuape.
Yeah,
Very
and
interesting fella.
as per usual, since the last episode, what are we playing today? I think we should play them.
What do you want to play?
96 by Signing.
Yeah.
I think we should play them 96 by Signing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do check it out. And do check us out on our socials.
Yeah.
Something Radio, at Flipping Page, Entire Frequency.
Yeah. On all
Peace,
socials.
love, and happiness. Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
All right.
Back ties, little dudes follow. On my high horse like polo. Talking to the money, check my call up. Folk waste man in the Oak Brook. They can never partake in the dialogue. Call all the shots, I'm a top dog. I shoot from outside the paint. I don't bang off a backboard. Down no business, skip the pleasantries. I'm Ronaldo with his penalties. Opportunities I never miss. Probably gon' need like 10 of these. To get where I'm at, I'm just telling it. It's only right you remember this. From having host of percentages. Yo nigga, I'm staying dangerous. That sticky got me tripping like a fake cape. Comeback season, show me the mercy. Lingered in the dark like my name just say. Back in the limelight, bitch.